You little cutie pie, you.
Shut up. You're so ridiculous.
No, you're
The
ridiculous.
bands.
Oh, you.
So we're just waiting right now for Unstoppable to hit that big old start game button. TSM.Evo says they're ready.
Unstoppable. If you're listening, please press the start button.
I
Sweet.
don't think he's listening.
The finals can commence.
Go. Reggie saying go. After saying go. Unstoppable hits the button.
Who would have
And
thought
we're
that
in
they would go?
to the finals picks and bans.
Woo.
You excited about this game? I'm excited about this
Did
game.
you not hear the woo?
Oh, was that? That seemed like a very underwhelming woo.
I can't scream it. The viewers would be angry about my loudness.
Yeah.
Unless we get another pentakill.
They'd complain about
And
it.
we go, Asu!
All they would do is talk about, oh, that's like Hat Person. Stop it. Who's actually in the office and he's listening right now. It's Hat Person. I love you. Thank you.
Like
Right
you
there.
just calling them out, just
That's
cutting
all
them
that-
down,
Cutting them
sweep
down.
you under the rug.
It was technical issues, you know. It's not any fault of his own. Riven, Soraka being banned out, Kennen and Shin, Urgot. These are all really standard bans. Riven is a very targeted ban at Wings of Death.
Yes, it is.
Arguably the best Riven in the game. And I don't think he's actually even gotten to play it this weekend. Has he?
No, he's not.
Not that I can recall. He's been relegated to other champions. But he's still a very, very strong top laner. And he's going to be going against Dyrus. Everyone loves watching Dyrus versus Wings of Death because those are two great top laners going against each other. Top lane is an all-important lane just because, you know, it is the snowball lane, essentially. You get a few kills on and farm on your carry up there, and it spells disaster for the enemy team.
How do you spell disaster?
By snowballing. Oh, man. Graves being the first pickup potentially for TSM.Evo right there. Janna being picked up by regular TSM. I think we're just going to call TSM and Evo the entire time.
TSM.Evo.
Just so we don't have to...
TSM and Evo. So if we're talking about Evo, we're talking about the team formerly known as EG, which is now TSM.Evo.
Ooh, a Lee Sin. That would be great to see. Either in jungle or top lane fashion. He could be played either. Does Wings have a strong Lee Sin?
I'm not actually sure. Because you see my elo is really low, and I don't get to play with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But,
Fantastic co-caster.
I think that might be more, it could be Lee Sin jungle. Is potential.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just said that he could be top or jungle. I posed a question to you, and you failed to answer, and all you did was just repeat what I said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that. Ooh.
Yeah, T's got me all messed up.
Nautilus. Odd one.
Not a bro.
I wasn't going to be hooking it.
Hook City Blitz. Hook City Blitz.
If we saw Nautilus Blitzcrank again, I think it would be fantastic. Yeah.
Do it.
Corki
Do it.
is going to be the 80 carry. We haven't seen a
check.
Corki all weekend, actually. It's been dominated by Sivir, Ashe, and Graves, really. But now we're going to be seeing Corki.
Hook City not. Hook City
Look,
not.
people are going crazy already because of Hook City.
Hook City, man.
Let's just follow Oddone the entire time. I'm going to lock cam on
Don't
Oddone.
even look
And
at other
watch
lanes.
it. No.
Oh, Cassiopeia.
Haven't seen a Cassiopeia or Sona, so TSM.Evo.
Sona.
This game so far.
And that's locked in. That's 100.
Yeah,
that's
that's 100%.
110% Sona action going on right
four
here.
people, 4 champions that we haven't seen all weekend now being pulled out from these two teams. Corki we haven't seen, Lee Sin, Cassiopeia, that is, not Kassadin, and Sona. So we haven't seen a lot of Sona, period. It's all been Soraka Janna, like
yeah,
100%.
well, Sona's kind of been nerfed a little bit too much for most players. She does fill a role that's needed sometimes. I know if you notice, Soraka is banned, so they might just want to play it really safe, and they know that Corgi is going to deal a lot of damage. So they might just want to have a farm off lane, get after Moo kind of farmed, and Sona is actually fantastic for team fights. And late game, Sona is actually really good with her auras. But again, laning phase, she does get stomped by a lot of more aggressive lanes, so that's kind of why she kind of fell out of favor. But we are seeing the Morgana and Vlad, which is going to dealing freak, quote, tons of damage to everything, and then I have Corki as well. Those are going to be just dealing so much damage. Those team fights are going to be awesome. We have Nautilus. They have tons of CC. They really have... I really like their team comp, actually. It's really good. I think they got the tankiness, and I think they got the survivability. I think they got the damage. I think they got all-around bases covered on TSM here. I'm not really sure about...
what is the last pick here, you
Evo's
think?
team. Yeah, you're going to have to see how this all flows together.
I'm going to say, what does Wings play? Maybe an Aurelia Renekton? Or Rumble? No.
Rambo in the jungle?
Against a Vlad? Not quite sure. I mean, it could still be Lisa in top. They could have to pick their jungler here. They have 25 seconds to talk about that and make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
No hovering so far, but Reggie Morgana is definitely a scary thing. She's able to farm, and in the interview yesterday with Reginald, we actually talked Rumble.
Oh.
There you go. Morgana, he was talking about how the way he keeps his farm so high, it's his aggressive playstyle. He forces you to leave lane.
Reggie told you that it was his aggressive playstyle?
No, but there's more to it. It's a combination of his aggressive playstyle. He forces the enemy out of the lane, and he pushes the lane to the tower all at the same time. And then he farms their race. Like, he forces them to last hit at their tower and takes their race, then goes back and takes his own race. So that's an additional 8 CS pretty much every minute. And the ideal mark is to have about 10 CS a minute, right? Mm-hmm. And in addition to you're getting 8 CS a minute alone from those race. The waves are coming in slowly but surely, sending you 6 to 7 CS every few seconds as well. So he is able to boost his farm so much with that. He forces the enemy he's playing with to play passive. He just goes in. He goes hard. He goes hard. He goes hard. Farms a race. He does everything so impeccably and perfectly. Morgana is gonna be a perfect pickup for him because of the Tormented Soul, the Dark Bindings. It's really gonna. He is a very strong Reginald. Reginald.
He is a strong Reginald.
A very strong Morgana, and Dyrus, of course, is a great Vladimir as well.
I asked him why he got so buff, and he said aggressive workout style.
Yes, indeed. This is going to be a fantastic game. This is going to be Game 1 of the Reign of Gaming International Invitational Finals, TSM versus TSM.Evo. We'll be right back in just 1 second after we go to a quick commercial break. All right, we are into this Game 1 of the finals between TSM and Evo here. Who do you think, as far as team comps are concerned, who do you think is going to win here?
I'm a fan of vanilla TSMs.
Really? You like you like the Morgana, Vlad play, and the Nautilus hooks and everything?
Yep.
All
Dude,
right.
are you kidding me? I have to rep the Hook City.
True. That is very true. You need a bumper sticker.
I do. We need shirts made.
TSM is actually pinging the tri-brush that Evo is in. We could see a big 5-on-5 team fight right here. What is going to happen? Odd One hasn't taken an ability yet. Will he take Dredgeline and do a blind hook into there? Chaos may face check. This the buckshot comes out, landing on all 5 members of TSM. The Sanguine Pool Dyrus doing a lot of work there. The AoE damage and slow is going to help his team out a whole lot. Afro does get exhausted. Odd One going to fall very low. First blood being put onto Sona right there. Chaos almost falling. Wings actually is going to flash for that kill. Dyrus goes down as well. Morgana goes down. A 4-for-1 trade right there for TSM in the level 1 team fight. Almost an ace, but special.
Almost level
barely leaving with his life. What a fantastic start for Evo right there. They're up 3 kills, and they're already up almost 2K gold. Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
That was an incredible fight by Evo. An incredible fight.
Well, that shut me up about that Hook City.
Yeah. Man, oh, man. Evo just showing. You were just talking about how much you love the comp of TSM.
I did. But
and you love the comp of TSM
about level 1.
Yeah, you love the comp late. I definitely understand that. But Wow, Evo, such great focus, such great synergy. The buckshot was brutal, landing on every member
I'm
of
kind
TSM.
of wondering why they didn't have Morgana bind into that to check, because generally that's what you want to do, because really, you can waste your life or you can waste a cooldown to check. And if they did catch somebody, that's when they could initiate with that. So I'm kind of wondering why he didn't do that, actually.
That was great. So look at the items already for TSM.Evo. Sona has her Philo Stone. No big deal. Got the first blood. Picked up 2 assists. She did go down herself, but entirely worth it. I'm sure she said so in chat because that's the most important thing to do. Nat taking some auto attack damage here from Chaos, but turning around, putting the hurt on him, the quick draw into it. The Eye of the Storm will protect Chaos from a little bit of damage, but it's special. Left high and dry. He gets down to about 100 health right there. Afro and Nat. If anyone is going to press this advantage and zone as hard as possible, it is those 2 guys. I spoke a little bit too soon. Phosphorus Bomb is going to chunk Nat's health a little bit, but some very aggressive plays down here. Some counter jungling going on here by Unstoppable. He is in the red buff right here of TSM. And Saucy comes down to help out his blind monk right there. TSM is pinging this. They are pretty much aware that Lee Sin is doing this. Bot lane cannot collapse. That's the most important thing to note right there. Buckshot is pushing this lane so hard that there's no way that Janna and Corki want to leave that lane down there, because it's just gonna spell trouble for them.
How do you spell trouble for them?
Just what I said.
I'm just messing with you.
You're the worst.
Trying to make a laugh.
Yeah.
Having a gas.
Nat and Afro already dinging that level 3 right there. Chaos and Janna are going to be just behind that. Ping's going on to Rumble up top. I think Nautilus is going to transition up there to get a gank. Wings of Death is slightly pushed. He does have a ward, I believe, though, right? Or did not go back for one? He does not have a ward, actually. Oh, here comes the odd one. Are the hooks going to land? The Dredgeline does land onto him. The passive immobilization will lock him down for just a second, but the Scrap Shield movement boost above 50 heat works out really well for him, and he's able to get out of that sticky situation.
So you guys complaining about the lag. We know there's an issue when it starts the game. The first 5 or so minutes are going to be a little bit laggy every time it starts up. You can try changing your settings. You can try popping it out. That has worked for others. So if you are having lag issues, you should probably do that.
Refresh the page. You can pop out. You can stand on your head. You can eat mashed potatoes. I don't know what you can do, but it happens the first few minutes of the game. We apologize, but we'll it'll be ironed out eventually. It's not really on our side. Lee Sin coming in for a gank onto the Vladimir. The Electro Harpoon just barely missing him. Lee Sin wants to do this. He has all of his abilities. He has Safeguard actually up to level 2 right now. Unstoppable, I guess, just going to back off. Darius does have a ward in there, so he is well aware. He actually did a good job of feigning like he didn't know to keep Unstoppable up there to waste a little bit more of his time. Very, very smart play right there by Darius. And he actually, like, bead after Unstoppable started being to bait Unstoppable to fully recall, and Darius is going to stay in lane right now. But he's losing some trades right now to Wings of Death. I don't know if Wings does have his Ignite there, but I guess it was just a little bit too risky of a move to dive a Vladimir this early in the game. You don't really want to dive Vladimir at any point in time. Odd one coming in for a jungle gank. Afro is going to get exhausted. Is all going to land the pull and the